there, everyone. Hold on. Chat box, please behave. Okay. Should be good. Okay. Yeah. So... if stream does end up crashing or whatever, if stream does end up crashing or buffering more than usual, just know that it's because there are folks outside working on the power lines. I don't know what they're doing. I've already had one power scare this morning. So... yeah. I don't really have anything else to add aside from that. Well, actually, yes I do. I have a stream deck coming in on Friday, hopefully. So I can do quick scene changes if I need to from there. No idea what I'm doing with it, because I've never done something with a stream deck before, but I'll probably be setting it up over the weekend. But, yeah, that aside, I don't have anything else, so I'm just gonna drop us in to playing 14. Oh, okay, cool. So that does work. Alright, anyways. Ow. Oops. Hold on. You are still set up for Doll's Nest. My bad. Okay. That should be good. Hopefully we won't have anyone calling today, but I guess we'll find out if we do. Deadline. So that's Tuesday next week. Okay. What level are you wanting me? 56. Okay. And we're back at it. Yay.
Your guard is down. Know your folly. Know your folly. Your guard is down.
Hi, Eva. How are you? I don't need the prisms. Thank you, I guess. I'm doing well. And I am most appreciative that you were able to catch one seal.
Your guard is down. Know your folly. I will end your struggles! Your guard is down.
Hi, Cafe. Come on me. There you go. Hope you're doing well. I hope Helldivers goes okay. Oh, good time. I did not mean to hit that.
Know your folly. Taste my lungs!
Okay. Okay. I wasn't expecting... Thank you for the luck, Kiara. I wasn't expecting to see a bunch of people playing dead outside of the Forgotten Night, but okay. is Castro or Praetorium. Yay, Gaius Monologue Simulator. Hey, Al. Why are there so many of you? Please be placed. That. Right, it's not until we get to the elevator going down that the shit gets voiced. Hmm. I do apologize for not voicing this, but I'm not quite feeling up to it. I will be doing the Dark Knight quest when I get to it. I'll voice that. But these two yap too much for me to do this. I will get to the care package as soon as I can, but thank you. Stretch confirmed, and not sitting on my ankle this time. Guy on a power trip. Nero in a nutshell. Why, pray tell, was that on me and not one of the DPS? Oop, shit. Hey, Ghost. Hope you're well. Hey, come on. Back here, you little shit. Not what I wanted to hit. Thank you. There we go. Okay. This changes nothing. And he's gone. The Ultima weapon is activated, and it brims with the power of icons. Nothing can withstand its might. Are you alright? What of Nero? Fled. Damn it. In the instant prior to the blackout, the instruments detected a massive power surge from the deepest chamber. Gaius is certain to be there. We have no time to waste. Word arrived from the Alliance a short while ago. It seems the Order of the Twin Adder has completed its blockade of Castum Centuri. What hands they can spare are hastening this way even as we speak, and likewise for the Maelstrom. All that's left is to destroy the Ultima weapon. I should warn you, the chamber which houses the target appears to be saturated with etheric energies. There's bound to be heavy interference. But even if we lose contact, you must go on. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do, alright? I forgot how fucking fast these disappear. Alright, where are we going? Okay, everyone's on.
Look for the lips control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby.
I don't know why they...
Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon.
I don't know why they didn't bother to voice these cutscenes until now. But whatever, I guess. 3,
Keep your eyes
2,
peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful.
well, I know you're here.
The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
1, and monologue start.
Tell me, for whom do you fight? Do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Soir, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, but a single path is open to the impotent ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one
Alright.
truth
Take
will
care,
prove
Alchemist.
its salvation.
Thank you for coming.
Come, champion of Eorzea. Face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me.
Excuse me. Alright. Everyone's here. best become. Sir, what are you wearing? My Lady Librex, during your absence, a stranger came calling. Upon learning that you are away, he left a message to the effect that he wishes to speak with you, and will await you at the Rising Stones. If you have a mind to oblige this stranger, please be careful. I cannot well explain why, but it put me ill at ease to simply be near him. "'Twas bitterly cold when you first came to our city, when I stood waiting for you before the Ark of the Worthy. To think that was where it all began. How much has changed since that day. Forgive me, of late, I have been studying the works of a Beldonian poet, king, who wrote, 'To ye who ask of things to come, give thought to what is past and gone.' So rarely have we the luxury to reflect on the choices we have made, on how they have shaped our lives and the lives of others. Even I, a mere steward whose deeds would not merit a footnote in the annals of history, can see the value in this. I say this to you, Mistress Gravemorton, because as you move, so too does the world. Pray spare a moment to contemplate your journey while you can." The road stretched on, obscured by an endless veil of snow. Somewhere in the white beyond stood the great iron gates, and on the other side a humble manservant who awaited the coming of 3 chapelers. "A warm welcome to you, Mistress Gravemorn. To what do I owe the pleasure?" "Retracing your steps from those first days in Ishgard. I see. Well, no one could begrudge you for indulging in a little nostalgia. I am reminded how much I owe to you and yours. Lest you forget, foreign merchants were subject to a frankly unreasonable level of scrutiny until relatively recently. Not so now, however. Now, the goods from every corner of Eorzea flow into our markets, and that, my friend, is change we can all appreciate. Merchants of all nations speak a common tongue, and its words are coin. Needless to say, there is little profit to be had in prejudice, especially against those who have received the patronage of a count. Thus, when the wards of House Forton arrived, she was glad to make their acquaintance. What'll it be then? Ale? Mulled wine? No, don't tell me. tea. Oh, so it's to be memories then, is it? Now there's a bitter, now there's a bitter draught that'll leave you wanting, assuming you can remember your own name, that is. Take your friend, Tataru. One moment she's just another girl waiting on customers, clearing tables and so forth. And the next she's got a dozen admirers asking after her every bloody night. And I'll be damned if I can remember how it happened. Singing those stupid songs, dancing those daft dances. Though, to be honest, I think those are stories that really won him over. Stories of a certain hero's grand adventures across Eorzea, told with a flair that had put a minstrel to shame. Who doesn't love a good hero's tale, am I right? Hells, we've even got one about the man who built this tavern. Was one of the founding fathers of Ishgard, or so it goes. Now, as Ian Kyridian told it, besides Huldroth, the only knights who survived the battle with Nidhogg were the founders of the High Houses. Of course, these days, we all know better than to put too much stock in the words of the church, eh? But there's more to our tale than just words. There's a sword, too. One which has been passed down from proprietor to proprietor since before anyone can remember. She's a rusty old bugger, but if you look closely at her handle, you can just about make out an inscription. Brothers brave and true, live well, forgotten and content. A man who forsook wealth and fame, and chose the life of a humble tavern keeper. Ah. It's just a tale, of course, albeit a good one. As for the truth, who can say, friend? Who could say? He knew everyone's story, though he would never share his own. An optimist, he wanted to believe in the best of people. Sometimes that faith would be rewarded, other times betrayed. But he would listen, regardless, and he would hope. Ah, okay, come on, there we go. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we're completing... fuck. Gunshai? I think that's the pronunciation. Last raid of the Void Ark. Oh, dear. Okay. How this fight goes. Get the fuck away from that, that's for one. hurt so much. A mistake. Okay. Oh, those are getting bigger. Why are they getting bigger? Okay. Next fight. Yeah, that's what I thought. Proto Ultima time. Shit. Okay. I forgot how fucking bright that was. Okay. Those got high. Phase 2, motherfucker. There we go. There. Begone, the Apollos. I'm done fighting you. I hate you and your capes. They are a neat function, though. Okay. Let's see. Go for you. Oh. Same time, coming back another time. Do not relax your guard yet, Librix. The air is still heavy with his foul presence. Already taken care of the fiend, have you? You didn't even need that dusty old relic to do it. Be careful, Captain. Diabolos yet lurks in the shadows. He toasted the cat. Oh no. Finally have I claimed the Shadow Queen's power for mine own. Yet still am I harried by you noisome weevils. I must needs quit this realm for a time, and when I have grown accustomed to my newfound might, there shall be a reckoning for your insolence. This ain't the time for napping, Furball. You still got a job to do. My work here is unfinished. In Cesar's name, I unmake thee, Diabolos. My master's will be done. For 15 centuries have I yearned for this power. Thou canst not unmake me. No! Holy flashbang. I want that staff. I should have known we were wasting our breath. The captain only heeds the siren in his heart, and damn the consequences. I told you you'd be lost without me, didn't I? And look at you, Puss, getting knocked out cold in your moment of glory. You won't like to get another chance to honor your master's memory, and you almost missed it. But I suppose you pulled through at the last. I'll give you that much. How vexing once again to be rescued by Red Bill. He'd better recover from those injuries so we can go back to hating each other on an equal footing. Well, I think he'll live, which is surprising considering he crashed his ship into a bloody demon. Damned fool. The plan was a resounding success, though it did require some intervention on Leofard's part. I am afraid I misjudged his commitment to our cause. Spare me your concern and your lectures. You all knew I wasn't like to stay abed with such a grand adventure in the making. I'd rather break every bone in my body than be stripped of the freedom to go where I please. Besides, all's well that ends well, eh? Diabolos is dead, and we're all alive. That counts as a victory in my book. It's just a pity that it cost me the Rami in the doing of it. I hope she rests easy on that island refuge. Aw, spooky. Bah, me goggles are a mess, but I suppose I can always get me a new pair of goggles. And a new airship. I suppose we should be glad we didn't lose aught else after diving headlong into a void-sent nest. Now that we've taken the skies back, it's time we were taking our leave. The Talons and the Red Bills can kiss this brief alliance farewell. Unless, of course, you're interested in a more permanent arrangement. You bootlickers might think your voice a siren song, but it grates on me ears like a hoppy screech. No, this is the first and last time we fly together. We're back to being rivals, the way it's always been. You are a very stubborn man, Red Bill, but you do well to remember, I always get what I want in the end. Head back to me quarters and see to the furball's hurts. I'll be along in a bit. I feel so foolishly, Vrix. I demanded that Leopard remain behind, only to have him rescue my mission from certain failure. A failure that would have made a mock of your heroic efforts as well. You are too kind. What words exist that can properly express my contrition? I know not how to even begin making my apologies. I should like to approach the captain, but he has the air of a man who seeks solitude. 'Tis strange to see him so melancholy. Could it be the loss of the Rami that troubles him so? Nay, I shan't intrude upon his contemplation with clumsy questions and trite platitudes. Let us leave him be for the moment. captain is not his usual bombastic self. Mayhap Stacia can enlighten us as to the source of this uncharacteristic malaise. Mr. Stacia, if I may ask you a question, do you know the cause of the captain's melancholy? Is it because of the Rami? Pray tell me if it is so. I cannot help but feel responsible for the vessel's destruction, and I would better understand Leofard's present distress. If you really want to understand, I suppose I should start with how the captain was orphaned as a child. As matters turned out, he was taken in by a highborn widow who raised him as her son. From what Leofard has told me, his adoptive mother was a kind, quiet-spoken woman, but due to some illness or other, she was rarely able to venture outside. Instead, she spent hours reading to her boy from a library well stocked with books from faraway lands. Leofard cared for her as her malady grew worse by the day, and he was there by her side when death finally carried her away to Thal's halls. When she was alive, she never did ask much of him. Not long before she passed on, however, she wrung from him one single promise: that he escape the conformity she had always endured, and live his life free as a bird. As you've likely guessed, her name was Rami. That's her portrait there hanging on the wall. This explains so much. I had wondered as to the origin of his vessel's naming. The Sky Pirate Way is the life Leofard chose for himself, but I like to think he named his ship the Rami so that his mother would be there to watch over all his adventures. Since when were you so loose-lipped about a comrade's private past, Stacia? I ain't in the habit of leaning on people's sympathies, so y'all can keep that tidbit to yourselves, eh? And I thought I told you to see to the furball's wounds. Look at your cape, Puss. It's in tatters. Come here a moment. A scarf? For me? Aye, that's a little present we give every new Red Bill. Rami taught me it's not protecting memories that's important. It's having the strength to follow your path and make those memories in the first place. Seeing how determined you are to clean your master's slate, I'd say you fit right in here with our crew. Listen, if you're thinking that little airship meant a lot to me, then you'd be right. But I'd rather mourn a hunk of metal than lose them as can share in me highs and lows. So let's get this straight, Puss. There's no need for apologies. A sky pirate makes his choice, and he sticks by it. The life of a sky pirate, As I seem to be bereft of both place and purpose now, I suppose I shall accept your offer. I am yours to command, Captain. Glad to hear it. Your first duty is to join us in giving our adventure here a proper send-off. Well, it's about bloody time you two saw eye to eye. But honestly, Captain, you don't mean to head out in those rags, do you? Let's get you cleaned up as well, before we say our fond farewells. Did you see? Kaishi is wearing a red bill's scarf. Isn't that just wonderful? For 15 centuries did I wander in the dark, alone. To be surrounded by companions and given a new hearth to call home fills me with a warmth I had almost forgotten was possible. We have a spare airship the captain can use for now until he feels ready to build a new one. It's time we parted ways, Librex. Let's give you an escort down to Coldwind. That was some adventure, Librex. But our journey into the unknown is over. For the now. When the skies spit out some new mystery, you can bet that I'm coming to find you. After all, there ain't nobody else who handles the unexpected quite like you do. High adventure and the heady rush of danger. Surely in this life there is no greater reward. Mr. Scravemorn, I was but this moment thinking of you. I had hoped to speak with you at Sir Amric's investiture, but circumstances conspired to prevent me from attending. Mayhap you will allow me to say now what I could not say then. On behalf of House Halenhart and all of Ishgard, I offer unto you my deepest and most humble thanks. You risked your life to stand against our sworn enemy and freed us from a millennium of torment. Though we can never repay you, we will ever remember you and your deeds, that our children and their children's children right now, and their children's children might know the woman to whom they owe their lives. concede that the grand investiture would have been a more fitting occasion for such words, but I could not risk them being left unspoken. What brings you this way? As you can see, Count Cloudtop remains much the same as it did during the war, though we need no longer watch the skies for Dravanian outflyers. The Vanu Vanu have proven themselves similarly worthy of our attention. Not you. I say, old girl, you have the most uncanny ability to appear wherever I least expect you. But enough about that. Honoroi? Yes, my lord. Lady Laniette, I am pleased to report that we succeeded in infiltrating Vundu territory, and there observed the beastmen harvesting crystals at several different sites. Based on the volume of crystals acquired during our period of surveillance, I prepared an estimate of how much time I believe it will take the Vundu to gather sufficient crystals for another summoning. I've also taken the liberty of drafting several proposals outlining how the Rose Knights might prevent such an eventuality, such as raiding these sites and securing their stores, as well as a detailed assessment of the risks involved should you choose to proceed. By the Fury, I gathered you were clever, but I was not aware you were capable of this. With respect, you are wasted on your master. Hardworking, full of potential. I think there's a place for you here, with the Rose Knights, if you would have it. That you would even consider taking me into your service is a tremendous honor, my lady, and were I free to do so, I should gladly accept. But I am pledged to another, as you well know. Regrettable, but understandable. I take comfort in the fact that a youth of your talent and character would never want for opportunities. Pledged to another, you rascal. I thought I saw you whispering in young Salad's ear the other day. You certainly wasted no time wooing our newest maid. There will be no secrets between us. You must tell me everything. Where you've been sneaking up to together, what adventures you've been having, every little detail. And don't you dare leave anything out. I'm sure he will not. In any event, you have jointly exceeded my expectations. I grant you leave to return to the city. Should the need arise, I shall call upon you again. Thank you, my lady. I believe we shall do as you suggest. Until we meet again, Mistress Gravemorn. Not so fast. The airship isn't due for another hour, and we have so much to talk about. Honoroi. Honoroi! Can I get Thinkert to come and hit him again? Please. For all the ladies' disdain, it was an old, familiar dance. To her, Lord Emulaine would always be the boy fumbling for a compliment, and perhaps there was comfort in that, a memory of home on the bleak frontier. 1,000 pardons, Mr. Scravemorn. Had I known you were planning to pay us a visit, I would have seen that you received a proper reception. A feast, perhaps, or at least a formal welcome with the men in full dress. You have more than earned it. One only need look to the pilgrims who come in their droves to pray before the relief to see the truth of that. Some abide in silence, while others shed tears, not for sorrow, you understand, but for joy. Joy at being released from Nidhogg's torment. Sir Redwald, the shipment has been unloaded, and the quartermaster confirms that all supplies are accounted for. Mr. Scravemorn, are you here on official business? A journey to remember and reflect. Much has changed since we first came here together, since I abandoned you to follow the heretic's trail alone. Come, my lord. Mayhap you recall the survivor whom you carried back to the Falcon's Nest that day. Well, his wife but recently gave birth to their first child. Is that so? Well, well. Mayhap I should pay him a visit. Though he would doubtless be honored, my lord, you need not put yourself to such trouble. Your responsibilities as Count surely leave little enough time as is. Think not on that. I am still me, and you are still you. Whatever our respective titles, I would speak to you as a friend. This preoccupation with position and power has sown no end of discord between our two houses, to the great detriment of our nation. 'Tis especially galling when one considers that much of what we have achieved was by virtue of our blood, and not our character. So call me Count, if you must, but know that I will take no pride in it. Mayhap one day, when I have earned it, I will, but not today. Still himself, is he? An honorable man, mindful of tradition, he was loath to accept the assistance of a foreigner in exile. But when forced to confront bitter truths, he looked within and found himself wanting. Pride be damned, then, if it led one astray. He would set his prejudices and join hands with this gifted outcast for the greater good of Ishgard. Oy. Two foreign heretics against two knights of the heavens warred. Under watchful gaze of the Fury, they would fight, and the winner's claims would be proven true. It was the opening gambit of a greater game whose stakes would remain unknown for some time. You are Mistress Gravemorn, if I am not mistaken. We have met, though I am sure you do not remember. 'Twas a seeming lifetime ago, when you answered the Archbishop's summons. I often come here to reflect upon all that has come to pass, and when I saw you gazing at the Holy Vault, I thought perhaps you had too. You turned our world upside down, everything we held dear, for change, for the truth. They say it had to be done, that His Grace sought godhood. If so, then perhaps it was the Fury's will that you prevail. But to say it, to believe it, I know that no man is without sin, but he was pious and humble, who wholly devoted to the church and to his people. I knew him, miss, and he was a good man. Whatever else he may have been, I will remember him as a good man. To walk the righteous path, to live for the sake of others, to rise to the highest station, yet remain powerless to bring an end to your people's suffering. What price salvation then? What sacrifice beyond reason? For uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. Private Gravemorn, this is most unexpected. Do you have business with the Admiral? A journey of remembrance, you say? Well, far be it from me to deny you. Unannounced or not, I suspect the Admiral will be most displeased if she heard that I turned you away. Thank the Navigator. I had resigned myself to another day spent listening to my advisors prattle on about the Beastmen's latest movements. Come, Private, tell me of your adventures. The Ishgarians sail in uncharted waters, though I hope these new reforms of theirs meet with no resistance. Would not be the first grand voyage to run afoul of reefs ere it properly began. But with Sir Amrek at the helm, they may yet trot a course for generations to follow. Which is not to say our own doesn't need correcting. The Alliance has grown complacent. The bloody nose you gave us at the melee showed me that. Nor have I forgotten the lessons of the banquet. Rest assured, we will root out any further turncoats before the dagger is at our back. You have my word on that, and Lady Yugiri's aside. She had never been one to retreat, much less in the face of transparent theatrics. But this had been no ordinary battlefield. Its rules of engagement were anything but clear. So she would watch, and she would learn, and in time, she would act. Mistress Librex, is aught amiss? I am both flattered and surprised that you should remember my small role in this tale, given the grandeur of your subsequent endeavors. Though I must confess to having derived some selfish pleasure from donning the garments of the shinobi once more, I am honored to have been able to assist in freeing General Raban from his captivity. And I believe I speak for all of my countrymen when I say that we are most grateful to have been granted the opportunity to contribute to the restoration of the Scions. Much has changed, it is true, and much may never be as it once was. But in watching you and yours rise from the ashes and rebuild, I am reminded that we must never give in to despair, for there is always something which may yet be saved. My thanks for coming. Unukalhai is my name, and I serve a friend. I sought you out that I might alert you to the rising threat of the beings known as Scions. You are aware of the threat, you say. But I speak not of the primals, with which you are exceedingly well acquainted. It may interest you to know that the term icon and the beings to which it refers precede the Garlean Empire by eras. You see, it is the name by which the Allegans called godlike beings, the dark divinity Odin among them, and the Garleans, who seek to emulate the glory of ancient Allag, have simply availed themselves of it. Pray permit me to continue the tale. Urianje, how kind of you to join us. As the Warrior of Light's comrade, my participation is to be but expected. After all, the matter doth pertain to the very fate of this star. The icons of Eld, in the distant past, these mighty beings did offer fierce resistance to the Allagan Empire. However, they eventually fell to the men of Allag, who devised a means by which to capture them. And it did not end with capture, as you well know, for the Allagans also learned how to harness the Icon's power. They refined this knowledge at the Aetherochemical Research Facility on Azizla, and within the centrifugal crystal engine, they sealed 3 of the beings, the Warring Triad. 'Twas the first and foremost to acquire the infinite power of the Warring Triad that the Archbishop did seek Azizla. Sorry about that. Let's see. Did read that one. But in the wake of his defeat, the bindings which confine the icons were severely damaged. Doubt not but that they will fail completely ere long. Know that we do not condemn you for striking down the Archbishop. You are simply fulfilling your destiny. And yet, were the warring triad to be released into the world, unimaginable destruction would ensue. Take heart, for there is still hope. Through swift action, we may yet prevent their awakening and see them resealed. But in dealing with this new threat, our first step must be to contend with the old. Two savage gods are returned, I fear, summoned once more by their worshippers, and at a strength far surpassing their previous incarnations. I speak of the primals, Ravana and Bismarck. If left unchecked, they will inevitably seek to seize the power of the warring triad. This will serve to feed the confluence of chaos and hasten the icon's awakening. To wit, we must needs vanquish both their kinds. I pray thee, however, to first focus thy gaze upon the primals, ere we turn our attention to those icons in their fitful slumber. I shall return to the waking sands forthwith and consider such measures as are available to us. Meanwhile, I bid thee attend to the task of eliminating the primals. Young Unukalhai shall assist thee. Rest assured, he is not our enemy. For the time being, at least. Okay. And back to dark. What? Oh, thank you for the raid, Upsetting Tooth. My name is Laplace Morn. I am a Doll Witch VTuber, and I mostly stream. Wait, hold on. I mostly stream MMOs, probably just Final Fantasy, but I also do some Soulsborns, or Souls-likes, retro-likes, like Venture Gravity. What else? I've also been playing Doll's Nest, which I will probably be switching over to in a little bit. I want to hit 60 on Dark Knight before I do that, though. I'm currently at 57. I do hope Final Fantasy treated you well, and I do appreciate that you brought your community to me. If you need to raid and run, please don't be afraid to do so. Get some rest, food, water, meds, what have you. I promise to take good care of your community while they're here. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, Tooth. And I hope that you relax well. Okay. Oh. Hey, they. Please don't pull ahead of me. Alright, come on. Get in here. Yeah. Fucking pain. Like, I don't really mind it, I just wish that I had Blood Weapon. And that this rogue. Or not. Yeah. Wait, no, that's not a rogue. That's Viper. I wish that this Viper would stop pulling ahead of me. That'd be great. But, alas, it is what it is. Yeah, I'll get over here. So I can fucking pull before this Monk and Viper do it for me. Pain, die. Sentry, thankfully. Don't you fucking dare. Yeah, what if I could? Out of that. Why did I do that? Are you gonna jump? I'm going to scream. Oh my god. Why? Get over here. Hey, cat, I'm gonna need you to not stand on my side. Yeah, I've voiced how much I don't like melee DPS when I'm running as a tank. Because I do. I really dislike them. Y'all wanna pull ahead of me? Fine. Come on. I'm going to scream. Fucking stop that. Okay, come on. Stop doing that. Come on, get over here. The urge to shirk is strong. I won't. tempting. Tempting. Go on, do it again. Do it again. I dare you. Which, never mind. I won't ask. I am avoiding both of these DPS when I am done. Because I don't want to be paired with either of them again. What you get out of this thing's face before you eat something you shouldn't. Yeah, it is tempting me. I might pop it when we're in here. I'm trying not to get healer hit with anything, because Bellacour is at least behaving. Unlike these two chuckle folks, with a singular brain cell bouncing between the two of them. That's adamantine, let's cast him that. I thought that was the handmaiden. Heat. Literally the only one that deserves that. Yeah. Fuck the both of you. Two. Get out of my sight. Okay. This one should push me over. Actually, wait. No. I'm going to get up and stretch, because I realize I've been sitting curled up for a little bit. So I'm going to put us on Be Right Back, and I will be back in 5 or so. Talk to y'all in a little bit. And we're back. Yeah, I knew what you meant, coffee. No, I'm just gonna... I remember you saying it last stream. I'm probably just gonna stick with calling you coffee. But I knew what you meant. Also stared at you and Black Mage. Okay. Right. Back to roulettes we go. Oh. Oh. You can't see it, but... technically... I'm a 3-in-1 for that. I have all three of the mages. Oh, there we go. Okay. Change link to sex. This was the one that got messed up. There we go. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I do like Gunbreaker, but I am biased for Dark Knight, so... What? Okay. I'm hoping we get a decent dungeon. Oh, cute. Oh, wait. Not cute. Handsome? I think that's a... Yep. Allison. Cute. That is a very neat top. What is that? Let's see... Critical hit B2... What? Critical hit B2 tour top. What the fuck is that? Okay, those are the essentials gloves. I already know. Alright. Go figure. Fucking Keeper of the Lake. And we have a dancer and a samurai. Do we want to place bets on the samurai pulling? I feel like the samurai's gonna pull. only thing that should matter to y'all. Get over here. Come on. Stop being little shits. Okay, that's one. Oh, right. I can't double here. I can't do doubles because of the way this dungeon is set up. So, I'll pull these groups together. Come on me. You know you want me. Come on. I am the only one here that matters. Come on. You know you want me. Ooh. Oh. Oh, that's spicy. That is spicy. Hello. Nope. Okay. That was a triple, and I deeply apologize for that. Oh dear. Okay. With another flop. Oh, nice. Yeah, I gotta try to do some PvP at some point. Oh, fuck you. I hate the Nixes. Hey, come on. Yeah, that honestly sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Come on. On me. Okay. I am going to need to turn down the timer on that. Or turn up the timer, rather. Okay. Okay. And we go. Hey, you big fucking bird. Where is that? Okay. Over here. And then we go side to side. Come on. Karin. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Okay, that looks like it should be a cone attack, and I don't like that it's not. Okay, where are we? Ooh. Okay. Ow. No. Actually, trying to do positioning as best as I can, I swear. Ah, there we go. Actually, yeah, give me that, please. Yeah, for real. In her defense, though. this is only her second time running it, so I'm giving the healer a little bit of grace. Now it's time for these fuckers. Okay, everyone's here. Wait, all eyes on me. Okay, heal. I have to treat the colossi like bosses and have them pointed away from the party. Okay, there we go. Don't need that. Right, all of you, on me. This for you too. Hey, none of that. It was a dancer that did it. Okay. Gonna need y'all to move over here. Second boss. This fucker. Okay. On me, you big metal bird. Oop. Get out of the way, Karin. Come on me. There you go. Fuck. I forgot he did that the second time. y'all do not run ahead of me. That's how you get one tapped. I don't think any of us want that. Come on. All of you on me. Let's go. There we go. Why are you? Oh, y'all got stunned. That's fine. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I wish I had my gap closer, but I don't. Ooh, oh, okay, on the sides. Cutting. Ooh. That was spicy. Again. fuck, I was the tank for that. Ow. You're about to eat shit. Oh. Okay, we're learning. Right. Please do not eat Orbeez. The plastic might be non-toxic, but the interior sure as hell is. Oh shit. Nope. Nope. Center is not safe. Center is not safe. There we go. What? Huh? I cannot stop you from eating it, but just know you're probably gonna end up with a really bad stomachache. Alright, Sid. What do you got for me? But wait. Evie, were you asking for yourself? Girl, what the fuck? Squints. Squints at you. Do not eat the Orbeez, you gremlin. Alright. Flame in the abyss. An anger you know all too well smolders within Sidurgu. It took considerable effort, but at last I have learned the whole truth. Attend to me, Librix. You have a right to know. Evie, what the fuck? What the fuck? Evie. No. I don't care if they're the perfect shape. Do not consume the Orbeez like boba. Go and get boba proper. What? Evie, what the fuck? What the fuck? Please get some boba and do not consume the Orbeez. I assure you, the boba will be much tastier, especially if you get the lychee. You know what, fair. But no, do not consume the Orbeez, Evie. I don't care that they look like boba to you. If you want boba, please just get boba proper and not Orbeez. I will send a fox after you if I have to. Yeah, I figured they were. I do hope that he's resting well. Okay. I hope that he's resting well. But regardless, I will send the fox after you if I have to. Please do not consume the boba. Fuck. Do not consume the Orbeez. I don't care that they look like... Coffee. Do you really think Lawrence can do anything? We bully him a smidgen and he crumples. There's nothing he can do. True. Wait, he does? Huh. Anyways, fucking Orbeez anti-consumption aside, for countless generations, the sons and daughters of House Calignant have pledged themselves to the church, so devoted to the faith they are. Many rose to positions of great prominence within the clergy, and for a time, Countess Yestrida de Calignant was poised to do the same. And when she and her husband celebrated the birth of their firstborn, the futures of the house seemed brighter than ever. That is, until years later, when the Inquisitors came. Information gleaned during an interrogation had implicated her husband as a heretic. When the Countess confronted him with these allegations, he brought a vial to his lips and completed his transformation. One he proudly declared was decades in the making. The Temple Knights slew him as he tried to rip out her throat. Afterwards, she had Riel locked away in the deepest cell she could find. Madness. What monster thinks to find absolution in her daughter's death? You mustn't go. She'll kill you. She'll kill us anyway if we don't. I know what I'm doing, Riel. I have a plan. Librex, recall you the dragon's word when we told her of our dark arts. She said there were tiny beings who knew a better way. If they can teach us how to harness the abyss, mayhap we can stand against Lady Ystride and her minions. Unfortunately, I haven't the foggiest who these tiny beings might be. Of course it's the Moguls. Why does it have to be Moguls? Oh. I should have muted my mic for that, sorry. Alright, Moggy. Well, if it isn't one of the new visitors from below, are you searching for something? If so, just ask. I pride myself on being the second most well-informed Moogle here, Kupo. My, that's a rather grim way of living, isn't it? I can't say I've ever heard of knights so infatuated with darkness. However, I think I might know why she bade you visit us. Go ahead and fetch your friends. We have an awful lot to talk about, Kupo. Welcome to Marcombe, Kupo. The little one must be Riel, which makes the big one Sid, right? Yes. I presume you're one of the tiny beings of whom the dragons spoke. Riel, say something to the Moogle. What the fuck? What is this? Why are my notifications blowing up? Oh, that's why. Riel. Riel. I'm sick of this charade. You tell me to talk, but then you refuse to listen. You keep telling me, or you tell me you're doing this for me, but then you go on about the darkness and the abyss. Am I supposed to be grateful when you come back covered in blood? When I put you back together so you can do it again? You drag me to halfway across the world so you can discover a new way to kill yourself, and then you tell me it's for my sake. Why are we here, Sidorgu? Tell me the real reason. Riel, of course it's for your sake. Well, you've certainly had a lot of practice saying it, haven't you? I'm sure the next fair maiden will appreciate it. What are you saying? It's not like that, Riel. And you, say something, damn you. I think I'm beginning to understand this whole darkness concept, Kupo. Harnessing the power of your emotions or some such, yes? I am reminded of an ancient legend of a Moogle named Mog. Rather simple name, I know, but those were simpler times, Kupo. Anyway, Mog had a penchant for dancing, and... Wait. What does dancing have to do with the dark arts? Everything, Kupo. Everything. But why are we shooting Orbeez at Lawrence? Please do not shoot Orbeez at Lawrence, no matter how much he might deserve it. The point is, your master was absolutely right when he told you to submit to the flame. You just never figured out what he meant by it. But better late than never, Kupo. Master Magi will show you the way. First, you two Dark Knights will need to pull 4 sprigs of Palmwort each. Hop to it, Kupo. Fine. Fine, Evie. Just... not in my atelier, okay? I do not need a floor covered in Orbeez because you decided to go fucking pea shooter on Lawrence, okay? I fail to see what purpose this serves, but fine. You'll have your precious Palmwort. Oh, and Riel can stay with us while you're away. Let's go, Librix. Okay. Have I gotten... Damn it. Fine. I'll do this on foot. Oh, right. I have these things to worry about. Okay, no. No, go back. Go back. I am presuming the Palmwort is in here. Or at least at the top. Please do not pelt Lawrence with fucking Orbeez. I'm sure it would be. Regardless, I am not the one cleaning it up, okay? If you pelt the dog, if you pelt Lawrence with Orbeez, at least clean up after yourself. No, 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 no. You clean it up. Not Lawrence. You. Where the fuck is this Palmwort? No. See, if we're going by that logic, you would be the last one to touch it, considering it's your spit on the Orbeez. So even after it hits Lawrence, you're still touching it. Yes, I can. Mahaha. Ow. Okay. That was not such a grand plan to do after all. Okay. There you are, darkest of the dark. Have you brought my palm wart? Whatever. Very nice, Kupo. That must have kept you busy for a while. For your next trial, you must call Tolahans, Kupo. Rather a lot of them have been sighted on the road to Asa. If you wait there long enough, they're sure to show up, Kupo. Riel? Oh, you didn't worry about her. She's all playing with some friends of mine, Kupo. Just focus on the trial, and wait for me in Asa when you're finished. I suddenly feel like this fucking Moogle is putting their tasks that they were assigned on me again. Oh, it's literally just up there. Okay, fine. I suppose while I'm doing this, I can try to figure out where the fuck the rest of these aether currents are. 'Cause I still cannot fly, but I have no more quests to do. Which means I haven't found all of the currents yet. Okay. I am going to do this. Okay. There we go. Where are you? There you are. Come on. That's why I turned off the mount music. 'Cause I don't want to listen to this. But whatever. We will deal. Oh boy. Solo instance time. What in the hells are we doing, Librix? What could Muggles possibly know about mastering the dark arts? Foolish fools. Oh, wrong voice. Right then, what's all this? While you two were busy gathering palmwort and slaying Telehans, we kidnapped Riel Kupo. Wahaha! Oh yes, Kupo. We had so much fun playing together. So much fun indeed, Kupo. So much fun that we thought we might keep her here forever. Wahaha! You wouldn't dare. If you don't believe us, go and look. You'll never find your Kupo. Not in a million years. She's ours, Kupo. You'll never see her again. You furry little shites. Give her back to me now, or I swear I will kill every last one of you and burn your village to cinders. Ow. There's more of them. Of course there is. Actually, I should take care of the mage first. Oop, nope. Don't you dare. Kupo, so what the fuck is up with these Muggles? Are we done? You really could have hurt someone carrying on like that, Kupo. That's the bloody point. Now tell me where she is if you want to live. Oh, wait! do you want her back so badly, Kupo? What kind of question is that? You kidnapped her. But you don't seem to like having her around that much anyway, right? She's just a burden to you. So why do you care what happens to her? I swore an oath to protect her. That's what we Dark Knights do. You think that will give you strength enough to protect her? Duty and honor? I'll tell you what you need, Kupo. Yeah, no, I'm not singing that. Could it be that the darkness is born of a light, a flame burning for another? How grand. Tis love, all-powerful, shining love. Rather blunt, I'll admit, but subtlety doesn't seem to be your strong suit, Kupo. Riel. Well, here we are. Go on, Riel. Say your piece. I know you and Frey were trying to do right by your master. That you came to my defense because you believed that's what he would have wanted. And I know you only did that because you believed it would make you stronger. Because all you truly care about is killing more Temple Knights. I've seen how you look at them, how you curse them under your breath, how you relish every opportunity to cut them down. So don't tell me that it's all been for me. Don't tell me that Frey died for me. Everything I have done for my mother and my father, for my master, and yes, most of all, for me. I haven't been honest with you, nor with myself, and for that I am sorry. I will stand for you in this coming trial, but what happens after, will be your decision. Good. That's a promise. Yeah, okay. That was unnecessary. Whoever the fuck just chimed in my ear. But okay. For what it's worth, I am sorry that it had to come to this. Furry little bastards had us fooled, eh? Shame their wisdom is bollocks. I mean, really now. Love? That's what you need to harness the abyss? I mean, I suppose there's something to be said for caring deeply for your charge, but no, I will not give these cretins even a sliver of credit. This was an utter waste of time, and that's that. Still, I am glad to have come to an understanding with Riel. We should return to Ishgard. The hour of the trial draws close. Come along, Riel. I was about Riel's age when I first came to Ishgard. My parents, they said we would find a better life here. When the Temple Knights we had shown mercy returned, they let us choose the order in which we would die. That would be their mercy to us, they declared. I watched my parents kneel in the dirt. Look away, they said, but I could not. At last, when it was my turn, I knelt and prepared to follow them into death. I had closed my eyes, but when I opened them, the man in black stood before me, hand outstretched, and so I took it. Defend the meek, punish the wicked. Mayhap it was all but a convenient excuse to indulge in vengeance. She deserves better than me, but there is no one else. One more battle, Librix. Let's see it done. Mayhap in this final battle I can serve as my master intended. Wow. Okay, let's see. I did get one new piece of equipment. Okay. Okay. Well, I know I said I wanted to get to 60 before calling it, but I think I'm gonna call it here, because I'm running a little low on energy. And I figure here is a good stopping point. So I am going to find us someone to raid, but if you aren't already in the atelier, you can join here. And if you're not following me on Blue Sky, where I usually end up rambling, but I do post updates and such about streaming and whatnot, keeping Wisps up to date and all that here. Where is... Okay. I do have a new target in mind. Yeah. We are going to raid a lovely bear VTuber. Her name is Kieran. She's currently streaming Kirby and the Forgotten Land. She is currently fundraising for a VTuber, or for... Kieran is currently funding her 3D model. Some stuff happened that ended up losing her reserved spot with the artist she intended to get it from. So currently at 7%, but I'm sure she'd appreciate the company. She's in the middle of a boss fight right now, it looks like, but I think we can surprise her. So I got the raid message here. And I'm gonna have to do it from over here. Kieran, raid started. So I appreciate everyone coming tonight, and I hope to see you again next week. Have a good night, darlings. Good night.